So recently with the release of the Nintendo 3DS, it came out with these AR games. And these are cards that Nintendo is using for augmented reality. And they're used in different games, like in Nintendogs you can take pictures of your pets, and there's even little mini games that are right on the system. There's lots of great uses for them, and I think it's a throwback to the fact that Nintendo used to actually make playing cards before they made video games. And that's pretty much what the company was known for up until the 80s. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because a friend of mine saw me playing with the AR cards and remembered that she had this. I guess she had bought it a long time ago, and she got it from Toys R Us, and she had no way to use it. Now, for those of you that don't know, this is a Nintendo e-reader game. And to play this, you need to have a Nintendo e-reader, a Game Boy Advance, and of course the cards. Now, the e-reader was a pretty obscure thing. In fact, I haven't touched mine in a while, but I do happen to own one. And I do have a pretty hefty set of e-reader cards. So I thought I'd go ahead and talk about this because it's a pretty obscure thing. And Balloon Fight happened to be one of the sets of cards I didn't have. In fact, I'm only missing 3 sets now. So if I get the 3 sets, I'll have a complete collection. So let's talk about it. They came packaged like this, and I'm going to go ahead and open this up. The e-cards don't really have too much value, and Balloon Fight is a good game, so I'd rather play it. Now, in this blister pack, each game comes with a set of 5 cards, and those 5 cards have 2 scan codes that you need to scan to play the game. So I'll open it up here and show you. There we have the Balloon Fight blister pack. Here's the front of the cards, and here's the back. And these are the little dot codes that you have to scan in at the top and the bottom. So here's card number 1 of 5, number 2 of 5, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how it works exactly. Now, the e-reader can be used with the Game Boy Advance SP. The only thing you can't do with it is play 2-player, because there's no way to use the link, which is here. It's going to be really hard to show you guys. So the first thing you do is press the A button. Alright, so we have Donkey Kong Jr. in there now, and it will keep a game in its memory. There we go. We finally got a successful read. Now you'll see these little bars here, and I'll just leave the camera here so you can see it build up. Alright, so there's card number 1. And you can start to see why the e-reader wasn't as popular as it probably should have been. Alright. Alright, so we've scanned the last dot code here, and we're now going to be able to play the game.
Is it okay to overwrite this application? Saving.
And now we can play Balloon Fight for the NES. Now, one of the things a lot of people don't know is if you actually pull the e-reader out, your GBA will keep this in its memory. So as you can see, I'm playing it without the e-reader. Alright, so there we go, that's Balloon Fight. Now I'm going to show you some of the other cards that Nintendo produced for the e-reader system. Alright, so the first one we have here is Air Hockey. This was a little promotional card EB Games used to have at the front. You could take it for free. This came with the e-reader itself. It's a Game & Watch Manhole game. There's only 2 codes, or 2 dot codes for Manhole, so you can play it just with this card. Here we have a complete set of pinball. I'll put Balloon Fight down as well. Here we have Donkey Kong Jr. This is the original Mario Brothers, the arcade version. This is Clu Clu Land. This is Tennis. Donkey Kong 3. Baseball for the NES. Excitebike. And golf. So the 3 retail games I'm missing are Urban Champion, Donkey Kong, and Ice Climber. So if anyone has those and they're not using them and they want to trade, let me know. I'll be happy to trade with you. The other cards that had E-codes on them were these cards here, which are Pokemon cards. And you could scan them in to Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And for that you would need the link cable. And then if you happen to own Super Mario Advance 4, you could scan in specific items. Like here, you could use this code to scan in a leaf at any time. So that, in a nutshell, there is pretty much an e-reader. They also produced a Mario Party game that was a board game, and it would use e-cards for all the different mini-games, as well as there were some Animal Crossing cards and some other rare additional cards. The Animal Crossing cards were neat because you could scan them in using the Game Boy Advance link cable system. Or maybe it was the Game Boy Advance player. I think it was the Game Boy Advance player on the GameCube. You could attach the e-reader and scan in cards for Animal Crossing that way for the GameCube. A little something I'm scared that Nintendo made, but neat nonetheless. And I thought you guys would like to see that. Alright, thanks for watching.